listen to your heart. Mirror, mirror, the reflection of the love.
Nothing central to me. I'm just hoping I don't repeat history. Boy, I'm trying to meet your mama on Sunday. A nigga like love on Monday. Never need no one else, babe. 'Cause I'll be switching
Okay,
up
3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, what is up and welcome back to my trading journal. So good to see you guys. I know it has been a hot minute since I did a video, but I have been doing some stunt work on an incredible new movie, which I'm really excited about. I've been on this job for like 4 weeks, all day, every day pretty much, and it's been nearby impossible to record any content. But now that I'm officially wrapped, your girl is back in full swing. My trading has still been going this entire time, like that never stops. That's always a constant in my life. So if you're the kind of person who thinks that they don't have time to trade or to learn how to trade, I'm telling you that is just a lie that you are telling yourself. Because every day for the past 4 weeks, I've been waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning, being on set, being in hair and makeup, and coming home late, and still being able to place long-term institutional trades. Like, yes, day trading is kind of a bit of a myth, but the long-term swing positions, that's what they're there for. So make sure that you are still doing your long-term trading whenever you can, and also doing your learning on the weekends or on the toilet, whenever it is that you can fit it in, you know? Also, in terms of like other updates since I last saw you guys, a few things have been going on. So you may have noticed that the Hyperfund video is gone. I know a lot of you have been messaging me and asking me, where's the video? I love the video. I need more information, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I had to take that down because I broke compliance. But I think what's actually really great about this, and I'll probably do another video about this maybe next week, is that I actually got to talk to people who were on the board. You know, I got to speak to the actual compliance team and the tech team, you know, about the video and blah, blah, blah. But they were so nice. They loved my video. They were like, it's great. You're really good at explaining it. It's just a few words that I used that just weren't compliant and that I just need to do another video, basically. But they were really nice. And I had a full like back and forth conversation with a few people in the Hyperfund team, which is amazing, which means that we know that they're real people and they actually care about being compliant all across the world. So if you're still into Hyperfund and you want to know more about it, then please just message me personally so that I can actually have a Zoom call with you and we can talk about it properly. Also, first of all, guys, please stop getting scammed. Please. I don't know how many times I have to say this. On here, and on TikTok and everywhere else, I always say it's just at Trade Creatives, not Trade Creatives _, not Trade.creatives, not Trade Creatives 1, not Jessica Trading Trade Creatives Forex, nothing, nada de nada, nothing. Okay. Please stop getting scammed by fake people. And you scammers out there, I see all of you. I hate you all. I hate your guts. And I hope that you stub your toe every single day because you deserve it. To any of you who actually want to learn how to trade or want advice and want tips and stuff, please contact me directly through Trade Creatives. Or you can actually go onto the website now and officially book my time. So if you'd like me to do some actual mentorship for you guys independently, then I've decided to actually, you know, create a service for you guys, because so much of my time was going to just, you know, giving people advice and hearing about your problems, which I absolutely love. Like, I love being a support. I love feeling like your trading mentor, even though I might not actually be your trading mentor if you're not in IM. But, you know, you can actually book my time and, you know, have a heart-to-heart with me, get some advice from me if you need it. So if you want to do that, check out tradecreatives.com and you can you know, have access to my calendar. We also had, what did we do? Back in September, we had the Trade Creatives live event, which was so much fun. If you haven't seen the kind of video on that, do check it out. It's on our Instagram page. But it was such a beautiful event, getting our trade creatives together, family, friends, and just sharing what we've been doing for the past 2 years, you know? We've created such a wonderful community. And 2 years? A year and a half. But we've just created such a beautiful community and we're constantly growing. And I'm just so excited to see how much further we're going to grow and how much impact we're going to be creating for artists and creatives all over the world. And being able to celebrate that together just felt really special. And I'm excited for the next event. That event did actually cost me an arm and a leg. I think I dropped about 2K on that event. But having said that, I also then dropped an additional 2K on an iPad Pro, which I decided to buy the day before to help me with my presentation. However, you know, you have to think of things as an investment. Like, I know that I'm going to be using this iPad a lot to do editing for, you know, TikTok, you know, journaling, documentation. I'll probably make some like spreadsheets and journals for you guys on here that you can then also buy if you would like that. Just trying to put everything to good use to give you guys as much support as possible. But this is what happens when you have trading profits. You know, you can just go out and buy a new piece of tech equipment. You can just create your own event and fund it completely by yourself. This is why we're doing it. So I want you guys to see the things that I'm doing on my journey and not take them to be inspired by, but I'm leading by example. If I'm doing these things, there's no reason why you can't be doing these things. And this is what leads us very nicely into the main theme of today's video. And we're talking about the 4 stages of becoming an investor. And you might see yourself being in different stages at the moment, depending on where you are. But a lot of the time we come into the world of trading because we are broke, and we need money now. And a lot of the time we need to learn that money is a tool. That is the first thing that is going to free you financially. Okay, so let's get into it. And when I say that there are 4 stages, there are like 4 official stages that are kind of recognized, but I'm going to give you the breakdown of the 4 stages. And then what I'm going to do is give you my two stages, if that makes sense. So you're going to get 6 for the price of whatever. Numbers, math. So we're going to assume that for every person that we're talking to here, that you want to actually step into the world of investing. Okay, so you've already got that in mind. However, the first stage is usually unconscious incompetence. Okay, that is when you are unconsciously bad at managing your money. You are a bad manager of your money and you just don't really know it. So that means for your situation, you may be in a spiraling circumstance whereby you have a lot of outgoings, not much incoming, and you are consistently spiraling in debt. And you're kind of like, I'm not really sure why. You have bad spending habits, you're getting Uber Eats, you're doing this, that, and the other, and you're not really reflecting on how those choices are going to impact you and your bank balance going forward. So kind of just like acting through your wallet. A lot of the time people get into that stage once they've just been paid. So once they've had that financial bump from their employer, they're like, oh yeah, I'm rich, let's go shopping, let's do this, let's do that. And that's usually when the unconscious incompetence plays in the most. Okay, so if that's you, make a little note. Hello? Oh, easy. Yes, I'm going out Saturday. The next stage is conscious incompetence, okay? So that is when you are financially incompetent, but you're super aware about it. And usually that's when you know that you need to make a change. You know that your financial situation isn't sustainable for the long term, and you're starting to maybe feel a little bit guilty, but you are still acting out of habit. You're still drawn to making purchases. You're still buying things off of ASOS to fill that gap on a Tuesday evening because you're bored or you're miserable. You know, those sort of things. It's great that you are conscious about it. And being conscious about it is often the first step, because that's when you can actually start to make some better choices and question yourself as to why you are making these purchases. Why are you spending your money, or why are you managing your money in a particular way? I always say you can't break a habit unless you know that you have one. So this is usually that stage. Okay, so if you know that's you, it's going to be okay. This lighting is really going crazy. The next level up from that is conscious competence, and that's kind of the correction phase where you are making better choices relative to your budget, okay? And a lot of the time that does come with cuts. It means getting rid of unnecessary expenses in your life and creating better spending and investing habits going forward that you actively maintain. And although this can feel kind of really uncomfortable in the beginning, trust me, I know, it's a habit that develops over time. So it's mostly about resisting. You are resisting those psychological urges when it comes to spending so that you can provide yourself with more financial space and opportunity to invest further in things in the future. So this is often the most tricky phase and the one that lasts the longest, because that's what's going to get you to stage 4, which is the unconscious competence, where you've created such good investment and spending habits that that is now second nature to you, and you've created stability in your life that's able to, you know, finance the lifestyle and the life that you have now. And on top of that, set yourself up for a better future that encourages and increases further abundance. Does that make sense? Basically, essentially, work smarter, not harder. So those are kind of the 4 areas that, you know, are recognized generally in the financing world about the stages of investing. But for me, it comes down to very 2 simple things, okay? And the first one is stability, and the second is strategy. So stability essentially just means sort your shit out. Sort your shit out. Make your spreadsheets and get to know where things are going wrong in your life. And if you don't do spreadsheets, maybe just create some lists that identify your expenses, your outgoings, all those sorts of things, so that you can be really aware of where you are going wrong in your current financial situation. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to do. It's about creating a safe space financially for yourself so that you can then set yourself up to invest in things further. Hopefully I'm making sense here. So once you know kind of where your bills and all your expenses and, you know, all those sorts of things, and I know it's not fun to do, it can feel really icky and really depressing, but you need to do it. You need to be on top of your shit. Otherwise, you have no hope in becoming an investor in the future, and that's just the tea right there. And then when you realize, okay, how much are you spending? How much are you paying? How much debt do you have? How much do you have coming up that you need to spend? Then what you need to do is understand how much money you're going to need to sort out that shit, right? How much you're going to need to make all of these financial problems go away. And then what you have to do is inject money into your ecosystem. Come up with a plan or a system that brings more money. If you have no money right now, you have a problem, and your problems aren't going to go away if you have no additional money. Your 9-to-5 that's still not paying off all of those debts, all those problems, isn't going to help you. So just by staying in that same cycle, you're literally creating a little prison and you're living within it. It doesn't make sense, okay? So it's just got to stop. So just stop it. Just stop it. So inject money into your ecosystem. And I really, really love this phase because it creates a lot of energy. It creates productivity and proactivity and efficiency and effectivity. And, if you don't have any business ideas, that's fine. You don't have to be business savvy. Go onto eBay, buy and sell stuff. Facebook Marketplace is amazing. Knock on your neighbors' doors and tell them that you're going to do their gardening. That's a very cheap way to get cash flow into your ecosystem. There's money flowing everywhere. Money is like water. Money is a tool. Money is like water. It's coming and going all the time, but how much of it is flowing into you? And that is the question. You need to set up some systems for yourself, which means that you're going to be receiving some of that flow. Knocking on doors and telling people you're going to do their gardening for however much an hour is a really great way to do that. However you do it, I don't care, but find a way to get that 3,000, 5,000. If you need 10,000, how are you going to make 10,000? You need to sort out that amount of debt before you look into any form of investing, point blank, period. So please don't go to your mentor and say, I'm going to trade my way out of debt, because that is just not going to work, okay? You can have not very much money and be a fantastic trader, but trading is not for the broke mindset. I'm going to leave you with that one. So the stability phase is difficult. Getting yourself in a stable position to set yourself up for further investing opportunities is hard. And I don't want you to complain. Do not complain. Just get your head down and focus and go and go and go until you are stable. And then we can get to the fun part. The next stage of the investment journey, for me anyway, is strategy. Having a strategy, having a plan. There is no point coming into the Forex markets or anything without a clear plan. And saying that you want big money is not a clear plan. Sorry, guys. I think so many people think that success is £1 million or $1 million. And actually, that's just totally delusional. So many people come in wanting $1 million, but don't respect the fact that 300,000 is life-changing. So therefore, they will never get that 1 million because they don't respect the power of 300,000. They don't respect the power that money has at smaller levels. We're just so conditioned to believe that 1 million or $1 billion means success, and that's just not true. So what I want you to do is have projections, okay? So have a number in your mind as to how much you would need to be financially happy, to feel financially safe, So whether that's an additional £5,000 a month, that is amazing, and that's life-changing for so many people. So if that is your target, what is the projection? When are you going to achieve that? How much do you need to make each week, each day? Or how much do you need to compound up until that point? How long is it going to take you? I actually have so many spreadsheets that I use for this, which I make all myself. So if you would like those spreadsheets, they're on the Trade Creatives website, tradecreatives.com. You can purchase them because so many of you guys kept asking me for them. So I was like, you know what? Here, have them all. So those are your projections. Also super important, do you know your net worth? Again, another spreadsheet that I had to make for you guys. Do you know your net worth? How much are you worth? How much are you worth in assets? So your net worth is your assets taking away anything that you owe, okay? And I know every single month, gotta give me some munch. I know at the end of every single month, my net worth, because I am actively trying to be an investor. I'm actively investing. I'm actively, in my mind, an investor. But that comes with good investing habits, okay? Another thing, have compounding plans, okay? You cannot compound in the bank. That's just it. You can save in the bank, but you can't compound in the bank. So you need to reinvest. You need to take some of your money. And this is what I say a job is for. A job isn't for hoarding money. That's not what a job is for. A job is technically there to pay your bills and keep you stuck in that financial cycle, okay? But you should be putting a percentage of that income into an investment opportunity every single month. Make that the standard. We need to make that the norm going forward. We need to make that the standard for everybody. Your job isn't to keep you just over broke. The money from your job is there to give you a potential opportunity to get you where you want to be, essentially, at the end of the day. And then after you've done all of that, it's just about having monthly goals and ensuring that you are hitting those targets. And sometimes you're going to fluctuate. You're going to, things are going to change. We all get punched in the face. Trust me, I've been there, I know. And there are always going to be situations that come up in life with family. But at least if you stick to your plan, if something comes up in the family and you have a right hook, at least you can have a bit of wealth behind you to sort that situation out. And I think a lot of people say, all you care about is money, But actually, at the end of the day, life costs money. Like if somebody gets sick, the hospital doesn't take tears, but they take money. Tesco takes money to buy food, right? So it's just about getting serious about where you're currently at and where you would like to be comfortably in the near future or in the long-term future, And even at the end of the day, in my mind, and I think a lot of people who have the broke mindset come in and just want to make money, and they think it's about how much money you make. But in my mind, it's the opposite. It's not actually about how much money you make. It's about the person that you become. And for those of you who are still in the broke mindset right now, that might sound very wishy-washy. However, if you don't grow as a person, how are you going to grow your bank account? Make it make sense. The maths just isn't mathsing. Change in your finances requires you to change. Everything in life compounds in the same way that money compounds, good compounds, bad compounds. If you are trash, you're going to keep accumulating more trash. I don't know what to tell ya. Basura. So it just starts with understanding where you're at, creating a safe ecosystem for yourself with stability so that you can increase the cash flow in your life, and then you can leverage that through the strategies that you put in place for yourself. And that's when you get to a place of, not only financial abundance and more opportunities in life, but also, you're just actually a little bit happier and a little bit more stress-free, which is where everybody wants to be. Everybody, not everybody wants to be rich. However, it would be nice to be able to afford the bills and be able to buy avocados and not have to check your bank account when you go for dinner with the girls. Do you know what I mean? Or if you're a stunt person like me, paying for horse riding lessons, £50 an hour is quite a lot. So, being able to put yourself into a situation where you can invest your way to do that, and your compounding interest can pay for those horse riding lessons or those ballet classes. I'm looking at getting my dream car. I'm at a stage now financially where I can get my dream car. And I know that my compounding interest will pay for that car. I don't even need to pay for that car. This is kind of income claim. Sorry, guys. I know I'm not supposed to do this. But I want to be transparent because this is real. This is my life, but this wasn't my life 2 years ago. So if my life can change this much in 2 years, how much can your life change in 2 years? If I can go from, being so broke and not being able to afford my mortgage to being financially free in 6 months, why can't you do that? I'm going to leave that question with you guys because I feel like this has gone from like a general update and giving fun info to a motivational call. Yay. But I'm actually going to, I have to leave. I'm going tumbling. So I do acrobatics, gymnastics, that sort of thing for my stunt work. So I am going to head out to training now. And just a great example, again, that you can live your dream and still be trading and still, be financially free and, just do what you want, guys. Life is the frickin' matrix, and we get to decide what goes on. A lot of the time, the vehicle that frees us all from the matrix is just capital. And however you decide to get it is up to you, but you've just got to start, okay? So if you want some of those spreadsheets and tools, if you head over to the Trade Creatives page and head over, I think I'm going to put it under resources. I won't put it in the shop. I'll put it into resources. I'll figure it out. I'll sort it out for you guys because I want to help you as much as I can. I hope that helps. I hope this helps. So good to see you guys. I haven't seen you in a while. However, I'll probably do a YouTube live. Should I do one this Sunday? I am here this Sunday. When I say here, I mean in my flat. yeah, I'll do a YouTube live this Sunday. I don't know what time yet, so keep an eye out on my Instagram stories for that. I'll make an announcement. But either way, put the notifications on, click the alarm button, the bell, wherever that is right now. Also, just a disclaimer, I am not sponsored by Grind, the coffee I had. I am not sponsored by Grind at all, but they do have some sort of discount code situation whereby if I share my code, I get free coffee, you get free coffee. I don't know. So if you're in the UK and you want to try some pink coffee, then I'll pop that here or somewhere. Okay, cool. Cool beans. That is it, guys. Love you so much. I'm going to head and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Listen to your heart. Mirror